So this is my family, and and we're going to be filming a studio tour since I've been working pretty hard on trying to get my studio to a more professional manner and state so that I can be more productive. And I wanted you guys to know that I have a family filled with children, and you might hear noises and weird things that are going to happen, and so I just wanted to introduce some of them. So just in case you hear babies screaming or toys going off or giggles or whatever, you know that my studio is not haunted. It is filled with children. So
it's not haunted.
I just wanted to show everyone that these loving children are in my studio space as well, and that when I created or we recreated this, that I had to keep them in mind as well. And so I'm going to take you on a tour of my studio, because when I was looking for ideas on YouTube and Pinterest, all the studio space was mostly for fine artists, so they didn't really have anything for sequential artists or concept artists or stuff like that. So I wanted to put this together and hopefully have a video to where I can get other people to respond, so that we can have more studio spaces of different artists, not just fine artists. So, if you're ready to come on the tour with me, then come on, let's go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so as we start, my studio is actually in the basement. But, as you can see, there's some artwork on there, so it was an idea from the boss lady to have people draw on the actual walls to lead us down into the basement. And so we've had some really good artists come by. We've had professional comic book artists, concept artists, teachers, entrepreneurs, students, animators, my children, toy designers, friends who really like cartoons, specific ones. There are drawings on here that are actually representing time that I spent at the Art Institute of Washington as a teacher.
And the Cinderella was made for me.
And the Cinderella was made for my daughter.
Not me. Not me, Daddy.
And then, of course, drawings were done for the kids. SpongeBob, SquarePants.
SpongeBob with a ripped butt.
Yep, SpongeBob with a ripped butt. Cobra Commander debuts on there. Some monsters. Original characters. Ariel. Batman. Original characters. There's that Cinderella that was talked about before. And of course, there was going to be a picture of a luchador. For those of you who know me would know that that is an absolute must that had to be there. And of course, there were ninjas. And I forgot to show you these ones right here. These are on the ceiling part of it. Here, come back down so you guys can see this. So we had one person do extremely large Invincible, and then create her own character on the wall as well, and then there's Batman. But yeah, so that's the wall that leads down into my studio space. Had to have some artwork, of course. Got the Kaiser drawn by Daxung, really great artist. If you don't know him, I'd recommend checking him out. Enrique Rivera, one of my students, drawing me as that guy. And then we have the three teachers. Okay, for those of you who know me and these guys, Enrique did a great job representing us. We have Chris Lee here. Went to school with him. It was great. What are you doing? Hi.
Hi.
Do you like the space?
No.
Yes. No? Yes? Okay. And then I got a bookshelf here. Okay, got a bookshelf. Got to get all my inspirational books. I've seen a lot of people with more, but these are the ones I got, all the ones that I like. Mostly concept books and art books and stuff like that. Paintings from my daughter and pictures. This piece right here is from Milivoy Karan. He's a fantastic illustrator. He's done stuff for Paizo and Dungeons and Dragons and Wizards of the Coast and all those guys. Joe Benitez drawing a version of Kaiser. Okay, and then what I did was I put 2 6-foot tables across this wall, which has a huge mirror, which is great for reference and doing the poses and stuff that you need to do. Nope. Artwork that is about to go up for sale. My Lazy Susan for the kids with all their markers and color pencils and stuff like that. One table is actually meant for art, like traditional art and stuff like that, and the other one is meant for computers. Gonna have a couple more computers coming in, stuff like that. Picture of my family, very important. And then this is my display case, and so these are things that I've worked on completely. I've either been the editor, layout, writer, sole creator, or artist on it, except for this one, which is the G.I. Joe one. Okay, that one actually was my first comic ever, and so I wanted to make sure I had that. And this one, these two have very big importance for me, and there's one person who will know why that's important, and we'll leave that for a different story, but just know that that's a really good artist who drew that. And yeah, well, just know that that's one of my crowning jewels in this place. Then I have a Phil Noto Electra that he did for me at GigaCon, which was an event that I threw, which was great. There's a main area, you know, there's my wife and myself, printer. We got everything in boxes now, which before wasn't the case. CDs, uploads, extra cartridges for ink. And this is my sculpture section. Got all my sculpture stuff there. To be filed, stuff where I can put pictures that I know that need to go out. Down here, my extra markers. So when I was really big into Prismas, I have a whole box full of Prisma markers, dry erase markers, extra markers like these chameleons that I haven't opened yet. And then I finally got all my art supplies into one box, Sharpies, pencils, stuff like that. So now it's all in one spot, nice and put away. Then I have these big boxes filled with paper, sketch pads and stuff like that. And then this is where I stash my 30-day pitch Bibles that I created. And then of course there's got to be toys for the kids so that they can play. My carry-all book bag, it's pretty much where everything is located for me. It's currently my setup for streaming and recording. My long arm has to come over on the other one because my table wobbles. And this is my current table setup. So I got a regular glass table that has another long arm for it that allows me to... Oh! Sorry about that. But don't hit it. But that allows me to actually film downwards, which is good. Hiding space for all the markers that I currently use, so that I use touch markers now. As definitely my favorite at the moment is Shinhan Art touch markers, and you definitely need some templates, but I needed a place to put it, so that's where my templates are going. Always have opposable figures so that I can do some reference stuff. Cintiq, monitor, book, camera that just fell. And then one of the best parts about the studio now is that I get to display all of my toys again. And there's a lot of just random toys, and you can definitely say that. And then my pop figures, which are from Big Trouble in Little China, and the one that I'm missing is Jack Burton. I couldn't find it, so if you guys know where there's a Jack Burton pop figure that I can get, please drop me a link in the comments so that I can actually go and get it. And then this, for those of you who do know me, this is more me, okay? So I have an entire space filled with ninjas. Ninjas, 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 ninjas. I love the idea of ninjas, so I start collecting them. And Transformers. So Soundwave is definitely my favorite, but as you can tell, from Black Panther to Soundwave to My Little Ponies to a Skull to a Big Ninja to Crimson Figures to ninjas. Okay, but I finally get to display my toys again. Got a big dry erase board. And normally I don't put up my own art. I'm not the guy who puts up his own art. But this one has importance because I did an exclusive for Stan Lee at his convention 3 years ago. And then I got him to sign it, so he signed it for me, which was great. So I figured I should probably hang that up. And this is a Humberto Ramos drawing. And what's really cool about it is that it's actually on my paper. And this is when he was still very new to the Crimson book, and so he was doing sketches for free, which was awesome. So I got that for free. Underneath, comics and stuff, which is also important to have. And then I have this big white sheet that's hiding all of my storage stuff. It's just boxes and boxes of storage. But here I can show you a little glimpse of what I'm talking about. So there's a box full of sketchbooks and then portfolio pieces and stuff like that. So, yep. Yes?
Can we find out the white box? Please.
Not right now.
Okay.
So, that's my space. That's where I'm working. So, from the descent of all the artwork up there, come down, books, double space, have friends, family, guests, some extra artwork, organized space finally, and there's my setup. So I hope you liked the tour through my studio, and I hope that this inspires you a little bit to try and make your own studio space a little bit more inspiring or organized, to really help you along to be more productive. We need more art, so hopefully this helped out. And there's one thing that I do want to do. I want to call out some people, because we need some more studio space videos online. So some studios that I would love to see: David Silva, Garrett Johnson, would love to see your guys' studio. Robert Atkins, I would love to see yours. Christopher James Scott, I would love to see your studio space. Let's see, who else can I call out? Kenneth Hill, I'd like to see yours. And Enrique Rivera and Danny Araya, I would love to see your guys' space. And one last person, Elvin Hernandez, would love to see what your space is that you're working in. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to check out some of my other videos, click on the link on your right. Or, if you're interested in a more behind-the-scenes and personal look at what I do on a day-to-day basis, please click on the link that leads you to the vlog. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the next video.